The short of it is that things are really, really good right now for me. I'm having a really good time in life in general, and I'm really grateful for everything that I have right now. It's been just an amazing journey and experience. I'm surrounded by some of the best people I've ever met in my life. And I'm just genuinely very happy. Things have been pretty rough for me. Gosh, I don't know. Like, long time it seems, but uh, it's really good to finally feel like I'm resting and coming into my own and feeling like the person that I've been wanting to be for a very long time. For those of you who don't remember or don't know, I have bipolar disorder 2. It's not as extreme or severe as bipolar 1, but it does limit me in some capacities. And for a while, I was trying to find a medication that I could take to help me regulate my bipolar symptoms and allow me to have a little bit more control over my mood swings and my energy levels in life. It did not go well. I'll just say that. There are, of course, vlogs you can watch from that time period, my journey through that. I really wanted to see if there was something that would work for me, but nothing really worked for me at all. And so I cut it out completely, all the medications that I was trying to try and everything. It wasn't working, so I just quit it. At the time, I was really worried when I decided to do that. My psychiatrist at the time made it seem like it was not a good thing if I was unmedicated. And I also had people close to me, I'm not gonna name names, but I had people close to me who were essentially saying the same thing, that I was just going to be miserable and sad and that I was gonna end up alone and all this stuff. And there's a lot about bipolar people don't understand, and they're still learning about in general. We don't know much about bipolar. I remember talking about this recently in stream, but I'd love to talk about it here with you. You know, back in the day, they didn't know what bipolar was. It's fairly recently that we're starting to understand it as much as we do now. But bipolar wasn't really understood back then. And so my great-grandfather, he had it. And poor guy, he suffered from it. No one knew what it was at the time. And one day he had such a horrible, I guess it was a manic episode really, that he just walked out on his life. He just didn't even pack up his things, from what I was told. This is a story that was passed on to me from my family, so I don't know. I wasn't there, but apparently he just got up one day. He was just having like a rough time with it. Got up one day and then just walked out into the woods and wouldn't talk to anybody. Refused to talk to people. I believe his wife at the time was just like coming and dropping food off for him, and he would take it and he would eat it. But he was out there for a while, from my understanding, and then just one day it was over and he came back like nothing happened. And back then they just thought, oh, he just kind of went crazy. But now looking back on it, I'm like, that man had some intense bipolar. Poor guy. But like, we didn't have the knowledge of what we do now then, so actions like that looked crazy to people. Now when I look at my own behaviors and I see me disappearing for like 2 years as an example, it doesn't seem too outrageous when I see that that's, yeah, okay, that can happen. There's a little bit of history there for that, I guess. After I decided to remove myself from the medications, I pretty much made a decision at that point that I was going to learn to work with my bipolar, whatever that might look like. And so for the last couple years, I disappeared to really take care of that. Honestly, I really focused on educating myself on bipolar, what it looks like, what can trigger it, just everything I could learn about it. I spent time learning about it. I spoke to like my psychologist, and I just worked on understanding myself better. And also I worked on explaining that part of myself to the people around me that I felt comfortable sharing that part of myself with. So it's one thing to explain to someone, hey, I have bipolar, and it's another thing entirely to explain to someone that I'm close to, like, hey, I am having like a hypomanic day. I'm like really emotionally all over the place. I learned to explain my bipolar a little better to the people around me so that they can help me navigate through it a little easier. And while I know it's not anyone's responsibility but my own, it can be very empowering to ask for help from the people around you that you trust. And bipolar is such a, I guess you could say, fickle thing. I really need to trust the people around me very, very deeply, because of what my symptoms of bipolar will do for me. As an example, people with bipolar disorder tend to have actually a lot of memory issues. Go figure. But especially when you're hypomanic or in a manic state, you could put your stuff down somewhere and your head is going 1,000,000 miles an hour and you don't know where you put that thing down. You know, that's just a very simple example. But another thing can be with events, memories of things that happened. If the event is very chaotic or a lot of emotions are involved, it can be very difficult for people who are in a manic mindset to pay attention to all the details, to remember everything that happens. So imagine having that sort of like, I guess you could say, like, mental state, and you can't remember the details of things. You need to be able to trust the person that you're talking to, that they're not going to completely change the details of what happened. You know what I mean? Because there are people out there who will do that. They'll change the details of the story to make themselves look better or to get themselves out of trouble or whatever. And so with someone who, like myself, with bipolar and the memory thing, it can be very much like, oh, maybe that did happen that way. You know what I mean? So it has become something that I have spent a lot of time just, if I can't trust the people around me, they can't be around me, period, full stop. And I hate to be that kind of person because I tend to be very much like, oh, I would love to give someone the benefit of the doubt and I loved making friends with new people, but because of the way that I am right now and because I'm not medicated, I feel like I've had to be a little more choosy about who gets my attention and who gets my time. And it's a big change. It is a big change for me, like I said, because I used to be a very open person. Like, I would just accept like friend requests from anybody, doesn't matter. Like, if you DM me, I would, you know, like have a regular conversation, which I still will, but it'll be very much like, you know, like, what do you need? You know, like, why are you DMing me? So it's a lot more, like, I got to get to know you more. I gotta get to know you more. I have to see who you are as a person more. And then we'll go to, I guess, the next step, whatever that might be. But it's definitely something that I have been doing a lot more. And it has actually been beneficial to me greatly. I have surrounded myself with some of the best people I've ever met. Just look at Chill as an example. Chill and I are really happy together, and it's really amazing. But we also have an amazing friend group as well. I have just so many people that I get to play games with, role play with, I talk with, you know. It's been just such a wonderful time, and just seeing old friends come back as well, because like I said, I was gone for like 2 years, and coming back, it's been slow. I get it, we're slow going, but to see so many familiar faces still hanging around, still being a part of the community, it just makes me so grateful. I don't know how else to describe it. So truly, I really thank you from the bottom of my heart for just being a part of my community and being a part of this journey. I posted about this on Blue Sky. I was posting on there and I said, you know, even if nothing comes of my content, if I'm still just like streaming to like 20 people, 20, 30 people, like a year from now, like I'm still gonna be super grateful and happy, because for me, just seeing my progress over the years and my journey, and seeing all the obstacles I've overcome, you know, from literally being evicted by the fires in Cali several years ago, and I had to like stay at a hotel for a while with my family, to, you know, recently having my detox, to having like I'm breaking out in hives a couple years before that. It's been a wild journey, and I'm so grateful to have so many of you on this journey with me. Some of you have been here since the very beginning, and it's been so amazing, and I'm so excited, and I have so many things planned. I live in a house now with Chill, and we have a pool, and I have my own stream room that I'm streaming in. It's not set up at all. I just barely set it up so that I could start streams. The whole house is just needing to be like cleaned and organized, but it's getting there, and I'm so excited, because once I have it pretty much, not perfect, but once I have it at a place where I'm like, okay, I can feel comfortable enough to stream here, then it's happening. We're gonna be having just IRL streams whenever, cooking streams. I know Chill was talking about he wants to do some of those as well. You know, pool streams, yeah, it's happening outdoors in the pool with the music and some props. So there's so much in the pipeline. I'm so excited, but it's gonna come slow. It's coming so slow. So slow. Not that slow, but sorry, I didn't mean to edge too hard. But anyway, I'm very excited is the point, and I'm excited to continue this journey with you, and I have so many other ideas for vlogs and TikToks. I've been doing a lot more just kind of like day in the life TikTok stuff as well, so you can see more of what I do day to day. But yeah, I really am excited to be on this journey with you, and thank you so much for being here. If you've watched this video until this point, thank you. I would appreciate if you leave a like if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, maybe, I don't know, go stand outside and yell at the tree about it, because the trees will listen to you, at least. In case you haven't heard it yet today, you are awesome and capable of more than you even realize. Much love, my dears, from my undead heart to yours. And hopefully we get a few more of these vlogs out going soon. I really want to do more like talking with you about things and explaining things about who I am and my history and my past, but that for another time maybe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!